No, Michael, you are
I'll hold you in contempt.
Your Honor, he does not belong in prison.
We are past the point of argument in that particular case, Detective Falconeri.
With all due respect, Your Honor, I brought Michael in here to save him, to get him away from the violence and corruption that he grew up with. He needs community service, counseling, a suspended sentence.
It's too late to negotiate a deal, Detective, now. You know that.
He needs the opportunity to turn his life around, away from Sonny Corinthos.
This sentence will provide him plenty of time to do that.
You know how many enemies his father has in prison? He's going to be a target. If he even survives past that, he's going to be pulled further into the mob. He'll be alienated from society. Please, I'm begging you. I'm not just asking you. Please reconsider your sentence. This boy needs help. He does not need a prison term. Give my brother a chance to build a better life, to build a better future for himself.
Falconeri, while I generally do not tolerate a display of this kind in my courtroom, I am impressed by your respect for the law and your concern for your brother, so I've allowed you to have your say, and now I'm telling you to sit down. Michael, you've taken a human life. There's no worse crime anyone can commit in any society. And you have participated in a cover-up within moments after the crime was committed. Granted, you received terrible guidance and care from people who claimed to love you. And for months you've been under extreme emotional pressure to cover up the fact that you were responsible for your stepmother's death. However, you were not restrained. You were not threatened with violence in any manner. You could have come forward at any time.
I did, Your Honor. Mac didn't believe me.
I presume you mean your off-the-record confession to Commissioner Scorpio.
Yes, sir.
Did you show him the bloody shirt? Did you make any other attempts to confess?
He was following legal advice, Your Honor.
We'll go down that road later, Ms. Miller. Michael, you have grown up surrounded by people who flout the laws the rest of us have to obey. They have given you no guidance. They have systematically exposed you to violence and mayhem of the worst order. There's no question that you have suffered mightily through no fault of your own, and your medical records indicate that you awoke against all odds after being in a coma for a year. But I have deep reservations about how you have lived this life that was so miraculously given back to you. And I would remind Detective Falconeri that it is not the role of the court to provide counseling sessions or guidance, especially not when the criminal is of legal age. Though you all seem determined to treat Michael as a child in the eyes of the court, he is an adult. Michael, I hope your time spent in Pentonville will teach you respect for the law. I hope it will prove that actions have consequences. I know it will remove you from the terrible influence of the adults in your life. I would keep them from visiting you if I could. 5 years in prison, with an opportunity for parole in 2, is an extremely light sentence for taking a human life. I hope you will use your time in prison to plan a better life for yourself. I hope you will leave Pentonville with an aversion to being locked up, so you will never break the law again. Corinthos III, you will be remanded into the custody of the Port Charles Police Department and there await transfer to Pentonville Penitentiary.
With all due respect,
ordered.
Your Honor, this is injustice.
The cover-up was your idea, Mr. Corinthos. If you're less than satisfied with the outcome, that's not my problem.
Sorry. I should pay for what happened, not Michael. I made him go along with the cover-up.
Oh, you coerced your son? Were you violent with your son?
No, I would never do that, but I did tell my son that I was proud that he saved his mother and baby sister.
Can't help you, Mr. Corinthos.
He was shot because of me. He lost a year of his life because of me. He was in that cabin because of the bad choices I made in my life. He did not mean to kill Claudia. He was devastated, practically in shock.
Did you seek medical attention for your son that night?
I did not, Your Honor. I brought him home because I thought that was the only place that he would be safe. And I told him that I would take care of him.
Meaning that you could orchestrate a cover-up and force him to go along with it.
I didn't want him punished anymore for saving his mother and baby sister.
Yet you destroyed all the evidence that could have proved that Michael did just that.
I did not want Claudia to harm him any more than she already had. And believe me when I tell you, everybody knows she was not the tragic, misguided soul that her brother described. She was 100% evil, who poisoned everything she touched.
Yet you married her.
With a gun to my head, literally, Your Honor. But the fact is that I brought Claudia into Michael's life. I'm responsible for her death. So I'm begging you, please, don't punish Michael for killing her. Punish me.
Mr. Corinthos, I would like nothing more than to send you to prison. And I agree that you are indirectly responsible for your wife's death. But Michael is of legal age. You didn't control him with physical violence. You preyed upon his desperate need to make you proud. Now, that's emotional violence of the highest order. But it isn't against the law, and I can't send you to prison for being a selfish, irresponsible father. The most I can do is get Michael out from under your influence for 2 to 5 years. Michael, I hope during that time you will come to understand that your father is not a person to be admired or emulated. I hope you will take the opportunity to turn your life around. The rest of you, you broke so many laws, I don't know where to start. Perjury, suborning perjury, presenting a case you knew to be false. You have wasted weeks of my time and the taxpayers' money. But I have a backup of real cases to try. So you all watching Michael being brought to justice will have to be punishment enough. Michael will sleep in a jail cell tonight and for many nights to come. And every one of you in one way or another helped to put him there. You think about that tonight. And every night until Michael is released. And I will personally pray that when he is released, he never comes home. Guard, take the prisoner out of my courtroom.
No! They can't do this! All you did was save your mom and Jocelyn!
There has to be a mistake. Dante promised you wouldn't go to prison.
Dante was wrong.
No!
This court is adjourned.